With that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back, and I thank the witnesses again for being here.
Thank the gentleman. The prime witness that we had invited, Mr. Rhodes, from the White House, has declined to come before the committee. We're disappointed in his failure to appear. Chair also notes that contingent upon Mr. Rhodes appearing, an invitation to appear was extended to the Honorable Tom Cotton, United States Senator from the state of Arkansas. This was done at a request of the White House. Given that Mr. Rhodes had refused to appear before the committee today, the distinguished senator from Arkansas is also excused.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, gentleman from South Carolina.
I have an inquiry.
Yes.
Is Mr. Hanna here?
Yes.
Well, then why didn't Mr. Cummings ask him the questions? He'll have a chance to ask Mr. Hanna whatever questions he wants to ask him. We don't have a chance to ask Mr. Rhodes the questions we want to ask because he didn't bother to show up. Mr. Hanna did.
But Chairman Yield,
yes.
I can say whatever I want to say in my opening statement.
Yes, you can. It just needs to be fair. That's my point. Just be fair about it. You can say what you want.
Gentlemen will state his inquiry.
I just want to know if he was here.
He's here.
Tell me he is.
Take the gentleman.
Okay.
And Mr. Rhodes is not here. I would also note that the Democrats were free and usually, almost always, in my experience, invite a Democratic witness. But there is no Democratic witness today because you didn't invite one.
Chairman Yield.
Sure.
Chairman, you know for a fact that we got less than the notice that's required in the rules. We did not object and went on with the hearing. You know that.
I disagree with the timing issue that you suggest.
You gave us the required time?
Yes.
I disagree with you.
Okay. We'll sort that out. We have a good working relationship, Mr. Cummings and I. But
Parliamentary inquiry.
The gentleman from South Carolina.
Does the executive privilege apply to media interviews or only to appearances before Congress?
I don't know the full answer to that, but I believe they're free to talk to whoever they want to in the media, but they did claim in Mr. Eggleston's letter to claim executive privilege.
So is that a yes or a no? Does it apply when you're being interviewed by the New York Times or ABC or CBS, or just when members of Congress want to ask questions?
Evidently when members of Congress.
I thank the chairman for that clarification.
Yes.
I can say whatever I want to say in my opening statement.
Yes, you can. It just needs to be fair. That's my point. Just be fair about it. You can say what you want.
Gentlemen will state his inquiry.
I just want to know if he was here.
He's here.
Tell me he is.
Take the gentleman.
Okay.
And Mr. Rhodes is not here. I would also note that the Democrats were free and usually. Yes, gentleman from South Carolina.
I have an inquiry.
Yes.
Is Mr. Hanna here?
Yes.
Well, then why didn't Mr. Cummings ask him the questions? He'll have a chance to ask Mr. Hanna whatever questions he wants to ask him. We don't have a chance to ask Mr. Rhodes the questions we want to ask because he didn't bother to show up.
Chairman Yield.
Mr. Hanna did.
But Chairman Yield.